Hey guys, Michael Chassis Parts Online again. Today we're looking at the parts of the crossmember that we've changed up a little bit. Okay, as we talked about before, that's the old version of the frame boxes. I got shipped 2 of those. I think there's a couple more in the shop I got to put together and ship. This right here is the new version. Okay. This is the rear arm mount. This goes into the frame, and there's 2 holes already there. They're 3/8 holes. Just got to ream them out to 1/2 inch. This is pretty simple. There's not much I could change on this to make this better, nicer, maybe the shape a little bit. I did change this line right here where it comes flush with this piece here, where the thick piece here comes right up to that and then goes out to catch that. And as you can see, the holes are offset to one side on this plate. That's why that plate has a little hump in the bottom, so that I know to put it together that way, so I don't put it together wrong, because I would if it was down to it. Anyways, this is the sweet spot as far as the way it fits. What I've tested on my frame, anything that I need to adjust to make it fit better, I'll do that as I go. There's really not much that I can do to these to make them any easier. They've got poly bushings to go on the inside, a bolt that goes to the middle, sleeve like that right there. I mean, it's a pretty simple setup. Okay, so we talked about the upper arm mount. That's the upper arm mount for coilovers or bags, because it just sits on top of the frame and nothing bolts to it other than the upper control arm. Now it's got 4 holes that bolt through the frame. This hole is the only one that's actually in the frame lined up. But these 2 here are both in the box, in the frame box. Okay. So basically what those holes are is that's the hole that's on the frame right now. It's the rear hole. Like if you got the center line on the top of the frame, it's that far back to that center hole. Well, that same distance to the other hole, so that this could be used on either side. That way I don't have to stock 2 different plates here, or I mean I could flip them over, but you still have to have an opposite hole. So it's easier for me to just make it like that, make it where you can drill those holes, go in there, and the outside holes are the extra bolt holes, because there's nothing else except for the arm, nothing else holding this except for those 4 bolts and arm. Okay, on the outside of the frame, you got this coilover mount. Now this is an item that I've changed a lot. Changed the distance right here on the top. Changed the angle of that. I've changed the shape of that quite a bit. I made that flush with the back. It didn't used to be. I think I've even got a new drawing that goes past this, where this is further down, where it's kind of right in between these 2 holes, and that line goes across there. And I think there's only 3 holes in the new version. But this is the version I've been sending. Normally these tubes are just welded in, but I wanted to see what it looked like bolted in. I mean, the crossmember is a bolt-in crossmember, so I kind of like it. I don't know if that I'll continue to do them that way, but I painted this one red so that I could do a mock-up in my driveway and a mock-up frame to take to shows. Okay, so that covers that mount. The new bag mount just came in today from the laser cutter, so I'm gonna have to put those together before I can show you one of those. You've probably seen the old ones in one of the other videos. Next up is the strut mount. This is for the factory crown deck struts. Okay, got that big old strut that sits up here. You've got the cam bolt holes, just like on that one over there. Cam bolts come with it. But this one, having the strut and everything mounted to this, we didn't want to leave it with just 4 holes like that. This has 2 holes in the middle, but it's also got these 6 holes on the outside that go through the main crossmember. So in this brace on the side, see, it goes over the frame. So there's a lot of bracing right there in that setup. Okay, I'm liking it. How are you liking it? Okay, this is a pain in the ass to make, because getting the TIG welding torch down inside there is a pain in the ass. Getting this bent around to where it lines up is a pain in the ass. This is the good thing about this is two corners touching each other basically, where this is and around the back, so I can lay in a whole lot of rod along here to get a good weld in there. Good weld here. It's got a brace. I used to weld this brace all the way around, but there's just really no need for that. It's just bracing that top. So it's got two slotted holes like that where the brace comes through, and they're welded on the inside. I got them tacked on the ends to hold it on. You see that one's welded the same way. These are quarter thick. They used to be 3/16, but now they're quarter. Got some holes in the back just to kind of lighten it up and give it a little bit better look. There's a new version of this top plate that has holes right here, right above those bolts, so you can see the line of those bolts up, and you can stick a socket down through there on the new version. Okay, I've got 2 or 3 more of these, 2 or 3 more sets of these, and then we switch to the new version. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. It's got green etching primer on it. When it's humid outside, this stuff starts rusting in my shop. I mean, it'll start rusting in a day or two. So the stuff over there being inside this room is not going to rust, but if it was out in the shop, it damn sure would. Yeah, so the bag mount just came in from the laser cutter. I haven't even opened the box yet. I'll probably assemble it in the morning when I have time. I don't know if I'm going to have time today. I've got a couple of other things to build today. All this stuff, that's a set that goes to a customer, and these go to a customer. These rad parts are for the mock-up. Those are belong to customers too, but they're for new orders, so don't have to ship them yet until I get some more parts to go with it. Anyways, so yeah, let me know what you think about this. As far as the crossmember goes, the main section of the crossmember, you've all seen that. I've been ratifying all the pieces to it as I went, changing an angle here or something there to make it easier to assemble, to make it easier to weld together, to make it faster, to make it look better. Everything I can do, make it lighter. So the crossmember is pretty much finalized, where I won't be making any changes to it unless just something just comes up that I can't refuse to adapt to, something really cool. I mean, other than that, this right here, this is one of those things that it can be refined further. I can put a hole in the middle to lighten it up. It doesn't need all this plate in the middle. Put a round hole or even a odd shaped hole with a strip across here, and lighten that thing up. I can put some holes in the top of this to lighten this up. In fact, as I was saying, the new one does have holes right there. So yeah, and the new version of the frame boxes has a hole in the center, big round hole, 3-inch hole. We'll see how they go. I mean, I don't know if I like the look yet or not, but I think I'll get used to it. If I don't like it, I can always change that without the hole. Believe it or not, the laser cut piece of that is cheaper with the hole cut into it, which, for a laser, that's more work actually. So unless they're cutting something in that little 3-inch hole in the center, a washer or something, which, heck, you never know, they probably would. Anyways, so let me know if you have any questions on any of this stuff, and I'll show you the bag mount just as soon as I get one put together. We'll go from there. Peace.